The job description of an executive director involves overseeing the overall strategic, financial, and operational management of an organization. As the highest-ranking executive officer, the executive director is responsible for ensuring that the organization's mission is fulfilled through programs, services, and strategic planning. This role is most commonly found in nonprofit organizations, associations, foundations, and some mission-driven private institutions, where the executive director serves as both the internal leader and the external face of the entity. An executive director acts as the chief liaison between the organization's board of directors and its staff, translating the board's vision and policies into actionable initiatives. They are entrusted with managing daily operations, supervising senior management, guiding organizational development, and building relationships with stakeholders, donors, partners in the wider community. Their leadership shapes the direction of the organization and impacts how effectively it serves its target population or cause. This role requires balancing a broad set of responsibilities, from financial oversight and human resources management to advocacy and strategic growth. Executive directors need a thorough understanding of the organization's field, whether it's healthcare, education, environmental sustainability, arts, or social justice. Their ability to align mission-driven goals with sound business practices is a defining quality that ensures both impact and sustainability. Strategic leadership and organizational vision. At the heart of the executive director's responsibilities is the creation and implementation of a long-term strategic plan. This plan outlines the goals, values, and operational roadmap of the organization. The executive director leads the strategic planning process, working in collaboration with the board, staff, and external consultants if necessary. They must be capable of setting realistic goals, identifying metrics for success, and adapting the plan in response to changing environments. In addition to strategic vision, the executive director must also inspire and maintain a strong organizational culture. This means fostering a sense of shared purpose, encouraging collaboration, and upholding ethical practices. They ensure that every department or team aligns its activities with the overall mission and goals of the organization. The executive director is also responsible for shaping policies and procedures that govern the organization. From conflict resolution to performance evaluations, these policies are crafted and refined under the executive director's supervision to maintain organizational health and operational efficiency. A critical function of this role is to ensure good governance. The executive director works closely with the board of directors, preparing reports, providing data and insights, and making informed recommendations. They support board development by recruiting new members, providing training, and ensuring that the board remains engaged and effective in its oversight responsibilities. Operational oversight and resource management. Day-to-day management of operations falls squarely under the executive director's domain. This includes supervising department heads, coordinating staff activities, and monitoring project timelines and deliverables. They ensure that the organizational infrastructure, from technology to staffing, is adequate and capable of supporting current and future programs. The executive director manages the organization's budget and financial planning. They oversee the preparation of annual budgets, ensure financial sustainability, and monitor cash flow, audits, and compliance with financial regulations. In nonprofit settings, they are often deeply involved in fundraising efforts, donor relations, and grant writing. Transparency, accountability, and efficient resource allocation are key priorities. In human resources, the executive director plays a pivotal role in recruiting and retaining talent, defining job roles, and shaping the organizational structure. They provide leadership development opportunities and create performance management systems to ensure that staff are motivated and held accountable. Midway through this exploration of strategic and operational duties, it becomes clear that the job description of an executive director requires not just leadership and vision, but also operational excellence and people management skills. The ability to oversee complex systems while nurturing individual and team development is what separates effective executive directors from the rest. Community engagement and external relations. An executive director also serves as the chief spokesperson for the organization. They represent the organization to external audiences, including funders, government agencies, media, community partners, and the general public. Whether attending events, presenting at conferences, or responding to press inquiries, the executive director's communication directly influences the organization's public image and reputation. They lead advocacy initiatives where applicable, shaping public policy by engaging in coalitions, building networks, and developing campaigns. For nonprofits involved in social or political issues, the executive director may engage legislators or regulatory agencies to promote causes aligned with the organization's mission. In addition, they cultivate relationships with donors and partners. They identify funding opportunities, build strong partnerships, and create programs that align with funder priorities while still serving the mission. Stewardship and donor engagement are often essential responsibilities, especially in organizations that rely on grants, gifts, and sponsorships to fund operations. Key skills and competencies. To thrive in this leadership role, an executive director must possess a range of hard and soft skills. First and foremost is visionary leadership, the ability to set a compelling direction and rally people behind it. They must be both dreamers and doers, setting long-term visions while ensuring short-term goals are met. Strong communication skills are vital. The executive director must articulate complex ideas clearly to various audiences, including staff, board members, donors, and policymakers. They must also be excellent listeners, able to incorporate feedback and foster open dialogue. Financial acumen is a must. An executive director needs to read financial statements, understand cash flow management, and prepare or oversee budgets. They must be adept at navigating financial challenges while ensuring fiscal responsibility. Emotional intelligence plays a huge role in daily decision-making. The executive director must lead with empathy, manage interpersonal dynamics, and handle conflict resolution effectively. A high degree of cultural competence is also essential, particularly in organizations that serve diverse populations. Change management is another key competency. As organizations evolve, the executive director must lead transitions smoothly, whether it's scaling programs, reorganizing teams, or shifting strategy. The ability to inspire trust during times of change is essential. Educational background and career path. Most executive directors have a bachelor's degree in business administration, nonprofit management, public administration, or a field relevant to the organization's focus. A master's degree, such as an MBA or MPA, is often preferred, especially for larger organizations. Formal education, however, is only one part of the qualification. Equally important is experience in leadership, fundraising, financial management, and strategic planning. Career paths to this position vary. Many executive directors previously held roles such as program director, director of operations, development director, or deputy executive director. Experience in governance, board relations, and external affairs often provides a solid foundation for transitioning into the top leadership role. Work environment and challenges. The work environment for an executive director is dynamic and often high pressure. They juggle many priorities simultaneously and must remain calm and focused under pressure. Their work hours can be long and may include evenings or weekends, especially when attending events or managing crises. Challenges include balancing limited resources with growing needs, managing diverse stakeholder expectations, and leading through uncertainty. In a nonprofit context, the pressure to secure funding while maintaining mission integrity can be particularly intense. Despite the challenges, the role is deeply rewarding. Executive directors have the opportunity to create lasting change, influence lives, and leave a meaningful legacy. Their leadership is instrumental in sustaining and growing the organization's impact. Conclusion. The job description of an executive director reveals a multifaceted and impactful leadership role. From strategic planning and team leadership to community engagement and financial management, this position demands vision, skill, and resilience. Executive directors are not only the stewards of their organization's mission, but also the architects of its future. For individuals who are driven by purpose, adept at navigating complexity, and skilled at inspiring others, the executive director role offers an exceptional opportunity to lead, serve, and shape positive outcomes. Whether leading a small nonprofit or a large international NGO, the executive director stands at the forefront of organizational success and societal change.